Hey, hello YouTube. Good afternoon. I'm Yasmin. I'm host for Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice languages as English, German, Spanish, Italian, French. And it is not a class. I'm not a teacher. This moment will be a practice at English. And we have one subject to guide our conversation. Today, this topic will be customer service and technology. And we have some questions to guide this conversation. So I will start with Iago. Iago, have you ever used a chatbot for customer service? And how was your experience?
Yes, one that I remember is one of a clinic that I go for doctors and some exams, and I thought that it was really good actually because I already saw some chatbots that they now work properly because I don't know what happens. I think that people doesn't uh, make a good configuration for the chatbot. So maybe that's because some of them are not that good. But I think that if you can finish a task and it's simple to do it, it's a really nice option to have when I don't know, you have a service and you need to answer the same question a lot of times, that can be easier if you have a service like that. So yeah, but now I think that nowadays chatbots are really good most of the times. I think that they are more accurate, I think.
Yeah, in the beginning of the chatbot wave, who never asks something and the chatbot just reload the conversation again. So it's like, oh, choose your option. You choose the option, the correct option, and the chatbot, oh, choose the option. And every time is the same. This occur a lot in the past, but nowadays is very rarely find out chatbot that isn't properly setting, I think. And for you, Ayla, have you ever used a chatbot for customer service?
Yeah, I used it a few times, chatbot. When I had uh, when I had usually problem with my internet connection or when there is no power here. And yeah, sometimes it's complicated to handle about, but sometimes it gives me some quick solution. And in the end, I had to speak to a real person to fix it. And it's sometimes it could be so annoying because, like you said, sometimes chatbot just to work is like a loop and click on it and I click and I return and I try again. Yeah, it's complicated. I think this kind of service need to improve more. Yeah, but I think it's a process, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think to use chatbots is very more quickly that make a call. Sometimes because you had to make this call, so you have to wait some customer employee reach your call and understand you and ends the call. So I think with chatbot previously set is more easy sometimes depending on the service, but there are some services nowadays that the calls and the uh, personal, the human service is really necessary because sometimes the chatbot can't understand us. So the person is very, I think they are very important to understand us because I don't know, I think there are a lot of limits involving chatbot nowadays. Even they are better, uh, until there is a lot of limitations, I think. And Ayla, do you prefer talking to a person or using technology?
Uh, I prefer talking to a person, but when I had time, when there is some chatbot that works better, okay for me. And but unfortunately, uh, so far I don't have this experience so well. So when I had a problem with to solve some service. I prefer I called customer service. I prefer to talk to someone who is able to help me, and especially when I'm in a hurry and I need to solve some easier. I prefer talk to a person than the app. And yeah.
Yeah, I think there is something involving customer service that the chatbots can't reach. For example, there are a lot of cases that there is a rule in a company, but some kind of clients don't follow the rule. For example, some companies sells a product, and sometimes some customers want to change it because of the bad quality. But out of the time to search for this exchange or this solution. And if you try with chatbot will just say to you, you can do it because you're out of your time to do it. But sometimes with people on customer service, they open some kind of situations because for them it's better to just accept a small loss of money than someone get on process on judge with them. So sometimes the chatbots can't reach these situations that is very specifically, I think, and call to them is better in that cases. And for you, Iago, what do you prefer?
I think that when I have the possibility, I always prefer talking to a person. I think that my problems can be better solved if I am able to talk to another person because chatbots are trained to answer just some questions, to take just some doubts that are more general. But if I have a specific question, a specific doubt, I need to talk to a person to solve the problem. So if I have the opportunity, I always prefer talking to another person because it's a more straightforward path, you know. Uh, because sometimes you are talking to a chatbot and you don't find your problem there, the answer there. So you always feel like I would like to talk to a real person. And sometimes that option doesn't even exist on some chatbots. Because I don't know, maybe they they don't have people to answer our questions. But yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah, I already have some cases that the option exists, but when I click on it, the chatbot just restart again the conversation. So it's like, oh, do you want to talk with a person? And I click yes. and then the chatbot starts the conversation again. This occurred to me a lot, and sometimes even exist this question, but I don't know. I think it's necessary because there are some aspects, some really little uh things that we must to talk with a person because the chatbot will not get on it, I think. So, Iago, what are the good things about using technology in customer service?
I I think that that's the one that I say at the first. I think when you have some general questions, some general doubts, like spec, you know, uh, I think that it's a good option to have a chatbot or even a document like a fact on the website to take some doubts. But I don't know. I think that for this, you need to be a really good, maybe UX writer to make the experience to make sense the experience because sometimes you have that, but things are not told in the right way, in the easy way that someone will understand when they first read, you know. So I think that it's a good thing, but always depends on how it's done. So when it comes to a good UX writing, um, but yeah, I think that nowadays we can't run away from bots. I think that that's how it works now for customer service. We always pass through a chatbot, or we need to check our questions on a fact to see if it's there. So I just hope that it's written well so I can understand, you know.
Yeah, I think this good communication is very important because sometimes we have a fake on a website, for example, but the button is really small or is hard to find out, or is really late too, so you click to see the fact and takes minutes to load. Will not wait for that. We'll just give up. But I don't know. I think this is very interesting and really can improve the communication between companies, the customer service of companies, and the customers using technology as a good tool on it. And for you, Ayla, do you think technology is good for customer service?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I think it's good because technology is fast and convenient, and for sure could be so useful. For example, when I need to solve some question related to my uh, my credit card. Uh, I don't need to go to the bank anymore to stay a long time na line I think nowadays there is no more line in the bank anymore. So, and I remember this in the past, it was terrible, terrible. I got stressed a lot. And nowadays, no, I use technology to solve uh, uh, a easy problem. For example, I only need to go to the bank when there is a difficult question. Um, Sometimes I need to talk to managers, but if not, I think it's so easy, so fast, and okay, I I use my cell phone. I click on the app. Okay, I can solve some problem. Uh, And I hope in the future the chatbot can works like this. So um, because I like so much when I can solve problem easy and don't get uh, stressed when, for example, you need to call and to stay a lot and then you oh my gosh and times is passing and they put us in a wait and it takes a long time to talk to someone to solve your problem. So it's hard.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, and I don't know. They put music too, and when you think the music is ending, this music starts again. So, oh my God, it's very stressful, very late too. And I think with chatbots and technology on apps is very more easy, mainly for the situation that we are already passing through a difficult moment. For example, we lose our cell phones, so we need to block banks, we need to block our accounts. So it's already stressful. Imagine if you had to pass through a 21-hour call just to block these things. So it's very more late when we don't have technology to help us. Uh, it's very good that we already have some solutions for that nowadays, but I think they must improve some kind of quality, and I think it's very good for our service as customers. So. Iago, what are the bad things about the technology in customer service?
I think that when I don't know, I think that when the things are not well configured, I don't know if that's correct, but I think that it comes to the experience because if you have a bad experience, if the path to to solve your problem is not that clear, even though it can be easy, it's always hard to finish a task. So I always think about usability of the app, the kind of service that I need to access or the other person is providing. One thing, for example, that I hate on Amazon, and I think that they do this on purpose, is that sometimes it's really hard to find the button to cancel something. I don't know, when I buy something that it's like that I put on compra recorrente, for example, it's really hard to cancel the product after. Today, I was doing that and I feel very frustrated because my only thing is that I wish that I could select a lot of products that it's on this for me and just to cancel the delivery of all of them. So, but I need to do them one by one, and I think that is a thing that they do on purpose. So you give up, you don't cancel. And I know that some companies have this bias to make you feel uncomfortable doing some task. But I don't know, I feel really frustrated when they do this because I always think, oh, if this could be easier.
Yeah, I think they just make this difficult to people who don't cancel it because it's really hard to find out in their website or apps. My mother have the one problem involving Amazon on a recurring purchase. I think she buys wrong. I don't know what's happening, but she thinks was just one time and that's it because she put like a recurring purchase but cancel after that. and the product after a few months appear on our house, and we just can't make the product get back to Amazon because they say no, but you buy in a recurring purchase and you have to accept it and you will have to buy for it. And my mother doesn't like the product the first time that she buy it, and she have to get the product because the Amazon don't wanna to solve the problem. And my mom really get really angry with that because was a really person, a really customer service talking to her, and even that don't solve it. So I don't know. I think they difficult the process to make us pay for it. And for you, Ayla, do you ever pass through a situation like that?
Yeah, I've already had this experience about the recording purchase. It's some like this what Iago said, and it was with Amazon as well. And it was so hard to cancel a purchase, and I think I got angry because oh my gosh, I try and chatbot couldn't help me, and I need to try other options, and I didn't look for, and it was so complicated, so because I need to pay for a product that I didn't want anymore, so it was hard. It's frustrated, and yeah, I need to pay attention about it to because sometimes when to click and after you need to problem to cancel some like this. Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
made so easy to buy in a recurring way, like even have a discount for some kind of product. So if you buy in a recurring purchase, you have a discount. And after that, it's really hard to cancel it if you don't want anymore. So I don't know. I think this is a very good strategy for them because people just will give up and having the product every time, and that's it. I don't know. It's really hard for the customers. So, Ayla, do you think AI can replace human workers in customer service?
um, AI. Uh, I don't know if all of the service, but I think uh, uh, no completely, but I think most of the customer service, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think AI is developing a lot and it's so fast, and AI can help you with simple tasks, and but when there is some a complex situation nowadays, I don't know in the future, but nowadays, um, I think it's not possible, but uh, uh, maybe in the future, yeah, because um, it's incredible what AI is evolution, and what I can search about it. That is especially for the use of the automatization tasks and repetitive tasks, and I think this 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 service, I think probably will be employees will be replaced by artificial intelligence. And I think in this kind of thing, artificial intelligence works so well and so efficient. And, but others, maybe other tasks more complex, you will be more difficult to use totally artificial intelligence. Yeah. But I'm not sure because it's so artificial intelligence is grow so fast.
Yeah, I got it. I agree with you. I think the machine learning models is something that, with improvements, will just replace more and more people because they develop a lot of distinct things that made the difference on customer service. For example, if you buy some product, maybe depending on the machine learning, they will suggest related products. For example, if you buy, I don't know, a desk, they will suggest something to you put related to this desk. So I don't know. I think these machine learning models also makes a big difference and the really fast world that we live. The people just want the quick response, not the contact with other persons. So I think we replace a lot of people, like you say. And yeah, go. And for you.
I I think that this might be already happening. I know that some companies are really investing on understand and how they can use AI to give more accurate answers for some things that is not just ordinary question that a lot of people might have about your product. So I think that this is already happening. Um, I follow this company on LinkedIn, and I was seeing some a post of them of some tests that they are doing with AI to this, in chatbots, for example. And I don't know, I think that it can be a good thing. It's easier, it's faster, it unfortunately is cheaper than maintaining a human to answer your questions. Of course, some people might lose their jobs for this, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think that this is already happening.
Yeah, I think according the technology just grow up more and more people losing jobs because I replace it by technology, not just in customer service but a lot of areas that can be replaced by a manual like a automatic process. So I think it will be occur more and more according to the how more the technology growing up. So, Ayla, could you choose any question for us and answer that, please?
Um, okay, the number 8. Um, what is more important in customer service? Speed or personal attention? Um, I think personal attention is more important because when you have personal attention, you can solve easier your problem the opposite. So sometimes when there is a speed attainment, but it, 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 it could be inefficient. So for me, uh, it's important to be well. For me, it's better when I I can solve my problem uh, in a efficient way. They just to be attended faster, and in the end, I noticed I got frustrated because it doesn't work well. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion about it.
Yeah, I think the uh, personal attention can make the service be more customized for us. Because a person that is a good employee, of course, because there's some kind of customer service key that is really sad situation, but the really good professionals, when you get in contact, they you try to understand you, what are you trying to resolve, and try to custom the solution for your case, your needs. And when you just use a speed of technology, the solution will be just the same for all of people. So I think personal attention bring the custom service, custom solutions with it. And for you, Iago, what do you prefer to have speed or personal attention?
I, I think that I prefer speed, I think, because sometimes some problems are not solved quickly. So I always prefer when I have a fast answer about something, even if it's on a chatbot or with a real person. But I always prefer if something can be solved quickly. Um, because I don't know, I don't think that having the attention will necessarily provide a good solution for your problem, you know. But of course, it is more frustrating dealing with technology when you can't solve your problem only with them than when you are talking to a person.
Yeah, I'm an anxious person. I think I prefer sometimes just the speed of technology because I don't know, the customer service made by people takes a lot of time depending of the case and the size of the company too. And I don't know, sometimes I prefer just to have a quick response to be more calm with the situation than have to wait for hours or even days to a response. So I don't know. I think the personal attention is good, but for me, the speed works better. Thanks that. Iago, could you choose another question for us, please?
I think that maybe number 10, but I have another thing in my mind to answer this. But have you ever used self-checkout machines? Do you like them? I think that I used once in a supermarket, but that's something that is not frequent because I live in a small town, so I only use them when this kind of technology when I am in a big city, you know. But I have a thing to complain about this because, for example, when I go to theater, I hate that they don't have people on the to sell the tickets anymore. I think that is terrible. The for you to buy by yourself. I always when I go to the cinema and I need to buy my ticket, and I think that all the theaters works like this now. They don't have people to sell tickets anymore. I think that you can buy on the Bobonieri, I think, right? If you can't buy anyway on the computer outside. But I always see people struggling with that, you know. I don't know why. I think that some theaters have some serious problem with the credit with the cards machine. I don't know what happens because my struggle is always when I need to pay the ticket. I need to try one, twice, three times. It's really frustrating. So that's it. I hate.
I'm totally opposite of you because when I saw one kiosk that uses technology, one thought thing, oh God, I just feel very happy because I will not need to talk with someone. Will be I don't take to have a big query until it. So, oh my God, it is very best for me. I really like these kiosks and these thought things are really good. And when I go to a place that I have don't have it or is broken, is out of service, something like that, and I'm with other person, I say, "Oh, go there, ask for me, please," because I don't know, I have some kind of traumas with customer service. Because one time I was on McDonald's and I always prefer to make the orders on Totens, and the I was getting my order personally, and I was like washing my hands with I don't know how is álcool em gel at English, but was that, and I just broken the thing and gets on the floor, but was very old, and I have the shirt that someone broke before of me and just put there again because was very, I don't know, very easy to broken. And oh my God, the guy that was serving me, they get so bad with me, so mad, like, oh, now I can ask to my manager to get fired because this situation is very bad. And I was just okay, I don't know. The thing just get down on the floor and you want to be fired. I don't know, it's very it's strange for me because some years before I worked with customer service and I always try to be good at my work. And when I see people behaving in that way with a customer, I feel really bad. And until and after the situation, I just ask for everything on Totem's apps, things like that. And if I had to make a physically contact with someone, I ask to others that is with me because I can't do it. I am really traumatic with this thing. I don't know. The guy was so bad, so mad with me. Was like she wanted to beat me. She was really mad with me and was like the manager of this sector too. So I don't know, was really frustrating situation. So and for you, have you ever passed through a
Oh
situation
my
like that?
gosh, so terrible situation. Um, to me, yeah, I use the self checkout machine, especially in the supermarket. Uh, uh, for example, when I'm I'm on my way to the office. I guess I like to pass by supermarket to buy something fast, and I think it's so useful. They are good when I only have a few items, and just I use it, and okay, I don't need to wait. I don't need to get into the line and yeah, I just put my credit card and okay, so fast and I like it. But it depends on when for example, when I have a lot of things, I prefer go to the cashier because it could be complicated. Yeah, I think it depends on. But if we to buy something, a few things in fast, I prefer use self checkout machine. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like these machines. I think are really fast, but I don't know. It's very different when you compare to another countries because in Brazil, the place that you have self-checkout is very close, and there are a lot of people looking at you to see if you're not steal nothing. But in the other countries, they are really open with that. Like the machines are there and you buy, and if had one person looking at you, is very distinct to them. So I don't know. And nowadays it's becoming so popular that sometimes the query to get on the self-checkout is bigger than on cashiers. So sometimes I just go through the cashier because I look at the places and that I saw that in the cashier is more empty. So I just go through there. But the self checkouts are really quicker, I think, is because there are a lot of cashiers that don't have so much education too. So even say, "Oh, good morning, good after," or look it to you. So I don't know. I feel really uncomfortable when I am just making my market and the cashier even look it at my face. So it's really strange to me. I don't know. So I think we have time to just one more. Uh, really quickly. Let me see here. I think the number nine we already uh don't don't answer that, so I will go through number nine. Ayla, do you feel more comfortable writing or speaking when asking for help?
Um, I, f- I feel more comfortable writing, uh, especially when I need to cancel a subscription. I prefer write because I think, oh, I need to get like a report of the conversation because it could be used as a proof. And because this, I prefer writing and register all of my questions. And I think it's better for me.
Yeah, I think it's better to have proofs, like you said, because on calls you have to just take the protocol when they have or record the call. So it's very, I don't know, I think it's better to write because you have to, the proofs are very more accessible. And I also prefer that to review the things that I write because sometimes I get confused with my own thinking. So if I try to speak, sometimes I can't make myself clearly. And when I just write, I can review it, read again and again just to make sure everything is okay. So I prefer that too. And for you, Yago, do you prefer writing or speaking when asking for help?
Uh, I think that I prefer speaking, I think. Um, I don't know. I think that I can do writing on a chatbot, for example, but I hate when I need to I don't know, for some whatever reason, I need to write an email, for example, or go on the option like talk to us, and then I need to write down because my DAO it's not there, on the fact. But I think that I always prefer speaking. I think that is faster. It might not be um, solve a problem quickly, but I don't know. I think that speaking is faster to tell what is my problem and to the other person give me a solution.
Yeah, good point. I think the response is sync, because when we write, we have to just put the message, wait the response, and the in the speaking is something very more synced. So it's a good point. So guys, I think we don't have time for another one. If you have time next week, the same moment, the same time, we'll talk about safety versus privacy. How much freedom should we give up? I think will be a really good conversation. So thank you for coming today. I hope to see you soon and have a nice weekend.
Thank you,
Thank
guys. Bye
you.